It's a cocktail. It's got alcohol inside. If it doesn't smell right, 99.9%, it's not going to taste right. When they're serving in India, they get a little knife and they cut around like this. Wow. Ooh, so, plate smashed, belly full. Baga. Hello, welcome to Baga. And this is Baga Mehfil in Chapel Allerton. Let's go and find out what's going on. I'm thinking this is a very East meets West vibe. It looks like a little bit of fine dining combined with some real life street food. Let's have a look and find out. Here's Baga. This looks good, but there's so many things that I want to order. And like, for example, I've seen the Baga Grand Sizzler, and there's not many Sizzler restaurants in Leeds. That's probably more of a down south thing. They've got a Punjabi meat sizzler, they've got a Baga Grand Sizzler with veg, meat. I want that, but I want some main courses as well. And I want some starter, I want it all. So what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna break it down. So I'm gonna order a Papri Chaat. I'm gonna order an Aloo Tiki Chaat. So 2 little veg starters, like for nibbles. Then I'm gonna order the Baga Grand Sizzler. And for main course, a mix of like a biryani. So I always have to try biryani, especially they're saying they have some Goan vibes. I want to have the chicken biryani style. They've got a Dhaba style mutton curry, which needs trying. I wanted the Hyderabadi nalli, but we're not going for that. We're going to go for the Dhaba. And then maybe a veg dish, maybe something like a Palak Paneer, and then a couple of naan breads to go with everything. Let's see how it goes. Order. So here we have at the beginning here the Papri Chaat. Now these are kind of like basically Indian snack crackers that you get in India as a street food. The chaat side is with yogurt. You've got some save on there. You've got some tamarind, some chutneys. Now these, we used to call them puris as well, like fried papri. And I used to make these when I was a kid. We used to roll them out, fry them for certain religious ceremonies, or if we were doing some pujas or some prayers, we'd have this the next day. And what they've done here, they've made this into a lovely light snack. So basically, I'm not going to knife and fork it. I'm just going to get in there. You can see the sauces, tamarinds in there, some chutney, savoury. Maybe I'll just get a quick side plate and spoon it rather than being a caveman. I'm going to still use my hand anyway. But this way I can see what's going on. Got some onion in there. It looks good. That's green chutney. You can see that. This is basically Indian nachos without the cheese. Wow. Papri, super crispy. The tangy tamarind. People get this wrong. They make diva by the bottle, etc. But the tangy tamarind with the green chutney, with the spice, the coriander, the mint, just works magic. If you close your eyes, you wouldn't think you were in Chapel Allerton, that's for sure. Oof. And this, they've made it a little bit sweeter. There's some little sweet and savoury going in there. It does work, but the tanginess and the chutney is winner. Beautiful. On to the next. So for my next palate starter, I've ordered the Calcutta Aloo Tiki Chole, which is on point, a street food that you're going to get anywhere you go in India. You'll get it in Punjab, you'll get it in Calcutta, you'll get it anywhere. This is a classic. And the presentation's very nice. Obviously, you got similar things going on. You got the tamarind. I think they left the green chutney. But I like the way the chickpeas, I'm looking for the chickpeas somewhere. Usually you have the aloo tiki is basically a potato fritter. It's spiced up mashed potato, then it's fried like a patty. And then they put the chickpeas on top, then the yogurt and all the save and all the tamarind and chutneys, etc. But it looks like they've done this all in one, like a bonbon almost. So I'm going to go in there and cut this. Let's see what's happening. Let's open this up. Right. Okay, so I was right. So they've made this. There's like the potato. There's the chickpea. There's a tamarind, the green chutney. Oh, I'm just going to move this here. I don't need a side plate. I'm just going to dive in. Break into this. Oh. Oh. Look. The reason lots of people ask, why do I smell? Why do I smell? If it doesn't smell right, 99.9%, it's not going to taste right. This smells divine. I wonder how it's going to taste. Wow. Already, did you see my first reaction? Diving straight in for the second scoop, because you don't want that to finish. It's absolutely perfect. Obviously, yes, similar sauces to the Papri chaat, but still unique in its own way with the aloo tiki, the chickpeas. I like the way they presented it. I like the way they've layered it. And any vegetarians out there, these two, ideal vegetarian starter snack. Great for sharing as well. Perfect. Really good. Very good. Wow. Oh. Smell that.
That's that premium mint chutney. Apple and pineapple salad.
Apple and pineapple salad and the mint chutney. So we've got a mixed grill here, which is the Baga Sizzler. So it'll have veg, it'll have meats. You've got some paneer here. Let me have a look. Lovely paneer. This is like the shape and style you would get in India. So they're following that vibe. Sea kebab there. You got some lamb, lovely juicy lamb chops. Look absolutely fantastic. Bit of lime there to go all over. And looks like, oh, nice jinga. Some king prawn. And some potatoes. Dum aloo. You got dum aloo there. And then some onions at the bottom. Let me get some lime. Try that. So did he say apple and pineapple chutney? Never had that before. I'm going to try that. Look at all that meat begging. And I'm having apple and pineapple. Okay. So it's like a cooling agent, just in case anything gets a bit spicy. And there you have your mint sauce. Green chutney. So I've got to go in with the paneer. Look at this. Beautiful charcoal finish. Nice, soft paneer. Absolutely on point. Let me just dive in. Oh, look at that. Super, super soft, super spongy. This is Indian style paneer. I'm going to... Screams India. Screams all over, actually. Think about, looks nice, juicy, moist. Got the score lines there for the seek, which they've made in the clay oven. Smells divine. Smells like lamb. Does it taste like lamb? Let's see. Just right. Ginger garlic, perfect. Little bit of chili in there. Lots of people don't use chili. You should. A little bit of chili, nice bit of coriander. I'd be very surprised if they haven't. Place like this, maybe add a little bit of mint in there. I don't think they have. Maybe it's the green chutney that's still on my palate. But absolutely well made. The keema, all intact. The mince, the taste, super hot. Taste is fine and nice, succulent and juicy. I'm just going to keep eating now. I've got other things. Dum aloo. So basically dum, like I said to you before, they've sauteed these potatoes and then they've sealed it with a little bit of water so it all cooks in one go. Oh. Basically, it tastes like barbecue new potatoes with a little bit of spice. Works well. I like it. I need some of these onions. Sea kebab's good. Very good. Oh, onions. Wow. So, lamb. Let's have a look at that. Nice bit of color there. Look like natural color, natural spices, usually the spices rather than the red color that you usually get in most places. This looks natural. Look at that. Smells good. The char on there, the kind of like the barbecue char grill smell. Up there with the tenderness, the juiciness. How, you know, some places they can't get everything right. Obviously, it's a mixed grill. They might cook something here, might warm something else in the microwave. This is all cooked, ready for the sizzler, and everything stayed as it should. Juicy, moist, very flavoursome. Really, really good job. And this king prawn has my name on it. Nice size. How many did you get? 1, 2? You get 2. So 2 king prawns. Have a look at that. Tail intact. Headless. Deveined. Just like a Goan style. Can I cut that? Have a look. Wow. Again, some places, because it's king prawn, because it's lamb, they might spice the 2 things together. This is individually spiced. The marinade is absolutely on point. The king prawn again, not overcooked, juicy, moist, what you'd expect in Goa. You know, like a nice tiger prawn, lightly spiced, and beautiful. Absolute winner. This was the Baga Sizzler for 2 with the veg and the meat. They do a meat only one. This one I ordered the veg and the meat. Oof, I've got a lot way to go. And then let's have a look at the main courses, see what happens there. This has all been absolutely perfect so far. Really good. So, what I thought was camouflaged with the paneer is kesari chicken tikka. So it's like a malai, almost a malai tikka. Nice light spices, beautifully cooked. Again, nice and moist. Can you see? You usually get chicken tikka. It's an afterthought. They've made it beforehand. They bang it in the microwave, then they put it on the sizzler and it's too dry. Let's see if this is dry or not. Perfect. Mild, cooked to perfection. And that tasty flavor, that Completely authentic desi style. Light coating, works to perfection. Just a real good chicken tikka and a real good paneer. Lovely lamb chop, lovely seekh kebab, king prawn on point. Dum aloo, I could take it or leave it, but it's not usual. There's usually on a Sizzler you get one winner and the rest are okay. There's a lot of winners on this Sizzler, so well done. Well done, the Baga. Yeah, so just going back to, obviously, I think I just said kesari. So kesari is like a very Mughlai style chicken. Basically, kesari is saffron, like saffron colored, or a royal kind of Shahi style. So it takes the form of the saffron kind of yellow, and it's delicate. It's used in, kesari is used in sweets and desserts, but they've obviously marinated the chicken tikka with this. The chicken tikka is on point, moist, and cooked really, really well. And going back to obviously the seekh kebab, what I noticed, this mince, I mean, some places do a fine mince. I used to do like a thick mince with a bit of fat. But when you have a fine mince like this, 9 times out of 10, it's really dry. But these guys, they've got some skills. Obviously, they've made a fine mince. They've managed to spice it correctly, not shy on the salt, not shy on the spices. And then they've managed to go and cook it and keep it moist, which is, it takes skills. And obviously serve it on a Sizzler as well. So all these things are going against the chef, but the chef's delivered. So well done. Great job. So a quick breather. I've got a mango spiced margarita, which is, I've been told, a mocktail. Delicious. Got some, like a little bit of Himalayan salt and some spice around there. Oh, it tastes divine.
So,
It's a cocktail. It's got alcohol inside. I was told it was a mocktail. Sorry about that. Anyway, quick update. So the Baga, you got some really, really modern flavors going on here. This is very Indian. What I love about this place, which I keep banging on about, and they seem to be ticking all the boxes, they're very, very bold with the flavors and the spice. They're bold with the salt. Rather than playing to an audience and saying, oh, you want it mild, oh, we'll make it mild. They're saying, no, this is what the food should taste like. This is what Indian food should taste like. Come and try it. And this is what I like about it. I really, really do like about it. These guys mean business, that's for sure. And I can't wait for the main course. Although you think I probably already had main course, that was started. Come on. And here we have a lamb shank biryani. This is very similar to how you would have a biryani or a dal makhani, etc. They would put some pastry on top. Here it looks like a little bit of naan dough that they put. And have a look at this. They usually on the table cut it for you. They usually, when they're serving in India, they get a little knife and they cut around like this. Cut around and serve it for you and then open it out. And then you can actually eat that dough as well. That smells absolutely divine. You've got some kevra water on there. I can smell the kevra. It's absolutely, let me just put this to the side. You got a nice little cooling yogurt there. Oh, let me try that first. I'll get another spoon. Oh, wow. That's one of the, it's like a spiced yogurt. It's got like some chaat masala in there, but so home cooked. And here we have the lamb shank. Obviously the meat's come off, but it's in there somewhere. Let's dive in. Let's put the sauce. There's the meat. Oh, look at that. Layered perfectly. Lots of meat there. Oh, man, too much. Get some salt. Sorry, some rice, some salt, some rice, and then a little bit of this yogurt. And let's dive in. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. So the rice is a little bit wet, but that's because obviously it's touched the shank. Obviously, they made it separately. They made it correctly. And then they've layered it and then steamed it, dum. Dum is when they put the seal and they pressure it and basically no steam escapes. That's what they've done with this. Let's try. Mm. Oh, wow. That's good. Melt in your mouth, lamb shank, cooked to perfection. The rice, nice and savory. Very, very homemade, very Indian. The skills, absolutely on point. This and with the yogurt as well. Mm. That is perfect. Really good. Very, very good. Wow. Impressed. Very impressed. Yeah, lucky. So we're just starting on. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. So we're starting here now with the Dhaba style. Now, a Dhaba is a small street food eatery or a small restaurant, like a cafe style. It would be usually on the side of a road, near like a road or a B road, etc., where you stop and you have some lovely food. This mimics like an overnight 24-hour cook that they would do for mutton. Look at that nice big chunk sauce. This is how they make nalli nihari as well. Very, very similar. That sauce, it looks divine. So we've got some lovely onion and coriander and garlic. No, it's not garlic. Onion and coriander naan. There, looks lovely. Delicious. And you got a nice buttered tandoori roti. So let me go with the roti first with this mutton. I'm going to go in, break in. It smells good. Nice and simple. Very, very home style again. We break in. Oh, sauce. Very, very true to the script. Dhaba style. It's basically a meat curry, but a little bit more spiced up. Tastier than a madras, but just above a curry like you would get in India. Nice big chunk of mutton. Very well cooked. Slowly cooked as well. For me, obviously, if I made that a little bit spicier, but that's just me. Maybe I should have kind of stressed. But it tastes good. Biryani is definitely winning at the moment. And here I have Palak Paneer. Paneer is the Indian cottage cheese, like a curd cheese. And obviously Palak is the Hindi word for spinach. And saag is Punjabi word for spinach, for the same thing. Let's dive in. Smell. I like the way they do the saag. This is where I like to do the saag, where I basically mince or blend the saag, the spinach. And this is exactly what they've done. I like it this way. I like it blended rather than just just coarsely chop the leaves and throw it in. That has its place in some dishes. But for Palak Paneer, the blended version is much better. Nice soft paneer again. Nice dry Punjabi style saag. Looking good. So, nice bit of ginger garlic in there, but for me, maybe one or two like slivers of ginger would really, really work well. It's spiced to perfection. It's not too spicy. The salt, you have to get it right with spinach and spinach dishes. You can add salt, it absorbs the salt and it hides the salt. So sometimes spinach dishes are either over salted or too under salted. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm not calling for salt. There's no salt pot on the table. I'm not asked for any, not for any of the starters, not for any of the main courses. Perfectly spiced, perfectly salted. I do like it. And this biryani, just leave me with it and let me dive right in. Thank you. Whew. So, plate smashed, belly full. The Baga, you have smashed it. The Baga, Mayfield, Chapel Allerton, bold flavors, authentic Indian, really, really good menu. No complaints from me. Really, really nice. And basically, highly recommended. So, this has to be Yorkshire Indian approved.